And now it's time. Welcome to Bet of Africa week number 3. World's best team against world's second best team. Which one? We will find out today. TyRanT against AM in a best of 5 coming our way. We have lineups that some consider to be not the top lineups. But, well, it's tough if everyone is in the top 20 in the world to have a bad lineup here. We'll have Liereyy, MBL, Hearttt playing against Jordan, Viper, and TaToH here. You can see the maps in the top left what they will be playing. So we are starting off with Step in game number 1. Let's jump in, guys, shall we? We have Mr. Liereyy. Let's participate in the next AM Rising Star. Well, I could play there. I might have some chances. Okay, we have Liereyy playing the Chinese. Was quite an early pick for them. He's already going for some hunts. Their flank on the other side is Mongols. 4 AM. The pocket position is Mr. Hearttt playing DauT. Pretty sweet for them. And we have MBL with a beautiful defensive back goal here. And with the Vietnamese. We have Berbers for the Viper, something they lost with against Finland here. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Mr. TaToH is playing the Persian pocket here, so we're expecting scouts out of him. The Viper probably has to go for archers again. And Jordan, we'll see. Something like archers is a bit more likely than scouts. But we will see about that pretty soon. Oh, some bad deer actually. Something we don't see too often. And yeah. Whew, guys. There was so much discussion concerning this series everywhere. Basically, AoE zone went crazy for some time. My chat got spammed over and over again. And now that we see those lineups, without Nicov, without DauT, it's time to give me your predictions, guys. Who is going to win this? Is it TyRanT, the all-star team, or is it AM? Probably at the moment the strongest team in the world with Liereyy, Hearttt, and MBL. Obviously incredibly strong on individual level and in team games on land maps for sure. I can see 3-1. Oh, no chat? That's interesting. And oh, here we go. Just restarted that. Thanks for letting me notice. Okay, we have 3-0 AM, 3-1 AM, 3-1 AM, 3-2 AM, 3-2 AM, 3-0 TyRanT, 10-0 if Jordan is playing. 3-1 AM. Okay, so it seems like AM are the favorites here. Some people still believing in TyRanT. Obviously, this guy in the yellow trunks, considered to be the best player in the world, did some big blow-ups against Finland in an incredible series last weekend and cost them the game. But he said that was some big problems because Jordan was having his baby in the background. They had some weird noises and he didn't hear attack sound, so forth and so on. I hope they fix it this time. Please explain the 2-0 in the title. Both teams already have won 2 series, and in the Swiss system that is, yeah, very important. It's not for this map, it's how they played already in the Swiss system. You're very welcome to keep updated. Later on, after the series, we will cast Naps against CNA, and there we will switch to 0-2. Because they lost both of the games. Liereyy up quite fast, going for archery ranges, and they will kiss each other here. Very short distance. Instant tower by Mr. Liereyy. Hello. Kind of interesting. Why don't I say week 3 score 2-0? Because it's week 3 and both teams won 2 games before that. Both have the score of 2-0. Ay. which teams did Naps lose against Finland A in a very close series, and then against Brazil, I believe. Now, some aggression. Liereyy did build the archer ranges on the other side here. Is going for archer, second archer range now at the top here. And... Xmas early on, and Jordan playing this quite interestingly. Okay, let's take a look. TaToH is going for the scouts, archers from the Viper, kind of what we were expecting. Archer ranges out of MBL, super clear choice there. And Hearttt, we should see a stable somewhere. There it is. So double archer flank for both teams, scout pocket for both teams as well. Oh, that's actually the first kill of the game, Jordan, and that's an early fletching for him as well. Villager counts, though, on the side of AM. A bit higher at the moment, but maybe some losses here. TaToH is around, villagers need to get pulled, and they have quite a bit of food on their hands, so losing those hurts quite a bit. And TaToH sniping this top one down, left hand one, bottom one is going down, and this blacksmith could even be denied. Liereyy trying to micro this off. This looks pretty good for Jordan. He is in a very dominant position here. Our German superstar. Viper now trying to get into the middle, trying to be aggressive here as well. No spearman for him. Would love to see one here. Maybe is asking for some help. Hearttt is now moving in, but that's going to be pretty tough. Archer's going down, and that blacksmith, that really hurts Liereyy. That really hurts Liereyy. Mr. Robo, good morning. Or good evening. I know you're a crazy guy. Well, you were around before the last DM series. Probably good evening again. Okay, but MBL now going for some aggression as well, because Viper was going through the middle. Viper has fletching as well, so should maybe take an engagement here. But that looks like 6 archers against 7 Vietnamese archers. So it's going to be tricky. Liereyy in some troubles here. Where are the scouts of Hearttt? He was trying to defend at home. Uh-oh, sneak around archers now over here. And maybe could get into that woodline, but a beautiful tower defending that beautiful tower over here. So Liereyy, yeah, it's not looking great. His KD at the moment, well, not convincing, we have to say. 0-8. Ay. MBL now trying to somehow get some kills on the scoreboard for his team. Oh la la. Hearttt still 0-0 as well. TaToH is around. Viper didn't get a single kill either, though he is running around so much. Finally, they got the blacksmith up. Interesting that Jordan didn't camp that. Probably they felt like, okay, we'll just build a blacksmith somewhere else. But in the end, actually, they didn't. Heartt's going for the +1 defense here. A nice amount of farms already out. Building another mill. Gonna love that towards his tower, so somewhat safe. And maybe we could see a big engagement pretty soon. MBL could get cleared off here. Let's take a look. TaToH is chasing this down, and we have the Viper around as well. Going to be tricky. No, needs another X. The Viper just going a bit too far to the right hand side, but that will be some losses for sure. TaToH is chasing this down. Beautiful move here by the TyRanT. And KD is now even more brutal than before. 15-6 for combined team score here. The Viper is microing back. He is playing those quite nicely. TaToH is now going in with bloodlines. Hearttt for now only playing with the +1 defense. Interesting stuff. Liereyy not having the +1 defense just yet, but neither has Jordan. The Viper, the first one to go for that. Where's the next aggression of MBL coming? Not yet around. Hearttt still camping here. And, well, that is 2 kills actually for Liereyy. Viper not taking care, was doing horse color. Actually, clicked before that, so probably just checking for a very small second. Did they see that? Did they see those archers? No, it's MBL's X. He was just saying, okay, I'm around here. Well, and what is TaToH doing? Jordan at the same time. How is he up to Castle Age so early? So good with this aggression. so efficient with early fletching. And uh-oh, TaToH, that tower probably is not going to go up. And everyone is pretty far away. Ay. Tough stuff for him. We have Hearttt on the way to Castle H now as well. TaToH's just trying to save some villagers, shouldn't lose anything here. Is microing that one back, looks pretty solid. And the Viper just coming over and is trying to defend this. Jordan's early wheelbarrow did get him to Castle? Probably not. But some deer maybe? Oh, but yeah, obviously early wheelbarrow helps out. It's more of a long-term upgrade, honestly. Hippobot is offline. Feels bad, man. I'm shocked by that. He should be online now again. I'm not sure. Ah, there he is. Welcome back, Mr. Hippobot. Welcome back to the game. MBL was kind of cleared up here. At the front, TaToH still running around now, going for the +1 defense before going up to Castle. It's kind of interesting how many resources you have. Oh, TaToH just wasn't shown that he's up to Castle H. Kind of interesting. 85% there was missed by the spec overlay. Maybe he was sleeping together with Hippobot during that time. MBL still doing some reasonable damage here, raiding quite, or like doing some starter step micro. John now flying in with the upgrades. Liereyy only at 15% at the moment. And let's take a look, 20% indeed. Defensive tower for him, has 2 defensive towers here. Jordan, I believe he cannot really do that much damage. Maybe sniper villager here, sniper villager there. But it's not like he can go for the big kills. Same time, Hearttt is now flying in. Lots of defensive towers. Gonna love that from Mr. TaToH. Look how good MBL is. He was running away with 5 archers and did kill at least 3 against, 15 archers chasing there. TaToH maybe some losses here. Was he trying to fight this? Nice quick walls for that one villager. But, well, the 6 villagers were just in danger. Now coming back with some more knights. Some losses against some scouts that cannot be upgraded anyways. So Hearttt just making the best out of the situation that he was put into. Those all the villagers being stuck here in the tower. Nice move there, trying to save them. Jordan now moving in again. TaToH around as well. Maybe they can take down the tower. We will give you an update pretty soon here. And meanwhile, TaToH is fighting this back. We have this finally cleared up. And Viper probably wants to regroup a bit. Let's take a look. Oh, Liereyy actually tries to go for the quick wall there. Gonna love that. Liereyy now trying to rush out University. Jordan even going for the +2 defense. And both going for the thumbring. So, and another important building denied that could get some valuable upgrades. Okay, let's take a look. Now moving in with the Knights. Hearttt eating quite a lot of shots. And Jordan, I'm not 100% sure if I like that he's moving to the left-hand side. He's forcing a lot of army over there, but that means he can never fight in a group anymore. I'm now clicking to the far corner, and Liereyy will clear this up eventually. So that means they need to pressure the front at the same time. Viper going for all the upgrades in the book. MBL going for ballistics. He's still active here. Viper getting denied there on ballistics as well. And this is the close game that we were looking for. Jordan continues to run. Maybe finds good positioning there in a forest so that the knights cannot really do too much. At the same time, Mr. TaToH, without any upgrades. Viper very low on villagers and will lose some more. I think I am not in a bad spot here. Villagers, somewhat even military counts are pretty high. Only TaToH is a bit on the lower side. And as I said, not having +2 could really hurt him. The Viper still without ballistics. Jordan, luckily, getting quite a bit of crossbowmen away. And not chasing down with the knights is Mr. Hearttt. Should send some scouts. But Jordan just buying so much time for his team. At the same time, well, he's charging up for another attack at the front. So maybe that could be some double-pronged attack, or maybe like run one side, attack another side. But he's obviously losing crossbowman after crossbow, and well, one cannot be micro. TaToH finally with a +2 flying in. I'm not sure if the Viper squeezed in ballistics there, and I didn't see it. Could absolutely happen. Scouts now going down. I believe this is a time where Jordan just needs to take the fight, and Liereyy is just too close. At the moment, Jordan is just running without returning anything of damage, and Liereyy will just have so many crossbowmen left. I feel Jordan just needs to take a fight. Oh, actually, with the woodline, he's buying himself a bit of time. He sees 4 Viper flying in, still has enough. Oh, he will transition into camel archers now as well. TaToH, is he adding stables? I can see him with 2, and I can see Hearttt with 2 as well. Some aggression now here at the front, but 2 towers be helping Mr. Liereyy quite a bit. Has some crossbowmen around TaToH. No attack upgrades. On the other side, we have Hearttt already with both attack upgrades here, and that's not a Magyar doing that. Also Viper, kind of in the corner. Jordan now going for townward, but should be pretty safe everywhere to build a actually 2 back TCs. Now building a 3rd archery range even, so he really wants to go onto the production. Hearttt has quite a big army though. TaToH going to the right hand side. Feels like the Viper says, okay, I have a timing here. We can maybe do some aggression. Oh, and well, finally Jordan will lose all his crossbowmen here. I think he shouldn't fall back. No, just fight this off. Oh god, those were 5, 6 more lost without really fighting back. Oh, okay, now I can see why they wanted TaToH over here, and that's still a lot of army here from Hearttt. Let's take a look, what can TaToH really do? He's now adding stable number 3 and 4. He sees all this aggression. He needs to go back. He needs to give an update to the Viper. Sorry, I cannot really protect you. I need to protect myself first. Interesting, quick wall house, only 24 HP, but actually buying himself, yeah, valuable seconds here. Now switching into some camels as well, but not a lot of upgrades on them. Are trying to run away to some villagers so that the villagers on the TC can get saved. And TaToH, I believe he will save this. The castle in the meanwhile will go up as well. MBL couldn't really deny that. No fight over here. TaToH is sending, or Jordan is actually sending over all his army. Let's take a look. Can he do some damage against Hearttt? He has ballistics, so that could maybe be something. Well, we'll take some kills against the crossbows. And, well, the army at the very top will need some time for Liereyy to come over. He's at 47 military, MBL at 48. So the crossbowman numbers are pretty significantly high. But that's the most important thing. I believe Hearttt on the way to PLH might even be more important. TaToH now going back, and he is now going for a lot of camels. Obviously not really the unit you want to have if you're fighting against 2 players with crossbows. And I see something horrible coming. I see the whole army of the Viper dying here. Guys, I can see in the future, 10 seconds ahead. Where's Liereyy? He needs to go to the right hand side. No! If he just goes to the right hand side, Viper's in such a worse spot, but this is looking bad anyways. TaToH is now moving in. Jordan is trying to come in there as well. I'm not 100% sure if I like this engagement. Jordan on the way to Imperial Age here. Liereyy is trying to chase this Viper, now going in with the patrol again. Camels beautifully fighting on the left hand side. Knights chasing down the right hand side. This looks pretty sweet. But now Jordan sending in more. This went better than expected. Crossmen coming over. TaToH is losing everything of his knights, but so did Hearttt. Jordan is now retreating. Viper losing everything, and that was not the greatest team play of the TyRanT. They overcommitted a bit to the front here. MBL now up to Imperial Age as well. And Hearttt, look at that micro. Trying to debate a bit of the shots here. Jordan playing a very strong game. Points are virtually identical, guys. Ooh, this is the series everyone was hoping for. Liereyy up to Imperial Age as well. Let's take a quick look at the other players. We have Jordan up. We have TaToH with 0 resources, even adding more stables. He will be so late. And the Viper only with 200 food as well. Not even having bloodlines. This will be a time where we'll see a lot of Arbalests on the right hand side, and maybe some Cavaliers against TaToH and the Viper without the biggest upgrades in the world. At the moment they're just counting on Jordan, but he will have some problems as well once Hearttt gets Cavaliers. And Hearttt gets Cavaliers and +4 defense. John carrying something not a lot of people expected. Are they now trying to chase this down here? Oh. Jordan, nice storm wall here, positioning himself a bit better. Is he getting to the Arbalest upgrade? Not yet. Bracer is finishing exactly now. Trying to get another spot in here. Hearttt already sending one knight around. And that is not the positioning he wanted to have. Liereyy even chasing this down quite nicely. This is pretty tough. Viper now sending over some of the camels as well. Jordan is doing houses quite well. And I love that. And is he getting this one down? Not really. At the same time, Liereyy is losing quite a bit of crossmen before the upgrade, but they were really counting on Jordan to have so much. The TyRanT 27, thank you so much for your 1,000 biddies flying in, and Battle of Africa hype indeed, especially with the greatest teams. Most likely we will see that matchup again in a semi-final or in the finals. The brackets are allowing it. Hearttt is going for Paladins. At the same time, Mr. TaToH is only at roughly 55% castle team. So he is a solid 3-4 minutes behind. If he has the resources then to go for Paladins. Trade is going to get started here. And this is clearly the close matchup that a lot of people predicted. Oof. Arbalest. November now running through the map. Is he heavily on stone? Not really. Maybe one defensive castle. Switching on to some skirmishes now as well. And Vietnamese, well, they have Imperial skirmishes, I heard. So might be an option. Maybe we'll see Imperial skirmishes against Janitors. That's a matchup that we haven't seen too often. Those Arbalests are trying to squeeze through those two castles. Not 100% sure if that's going to happen. Going more to the top. And this is looking like an AI. How they're building their towers. Always overlapping. Beautiful stuff. Now going back with the Cavaliers. Not even getting a single convert there. And trade is getting set up. Paladins out. TaToH. As I said, still like 3 minutes away from that. Siege workshop. Oof, okay, now we go into the phase where we have to talk about the late Imperial Age civilization. Mongols, Tier A. Persians, Tier A. Berbers, incredibly strong as well. But we need to get onto Mangalize to see that. Chinese, meh. Vietnamese, well, they need to get onto elephants to be a real powerhouse. Jordan trying to take another fight. Where is TaToH? He's now coming over. He has 15% paladins only on the way. The TaToH not in time to save Jordan's villager losses here. Going for elite skirmishers now as well. Not a lot of gold left here for Jordan. They're still trying to go for the dance, trying to save or buy themselves some time. Elite camel archers now coming over at the right hand side. Jordan going for a nice conversion. That's actually buying quite a bit. TaToH, oh god, he's even missing the +2 attack. This is just so big against Hearttt, who's already sitting at +2, +4. More army coming over. The Viper is sending his camel archers now as well. But what are camel archers really doing against Arbalest Paladin? I'm not 100% sure. The big problem is now we are going into the phase where setting up the trade is a real big thing. But if you don't have any gold income, investing gold into some trade cards is going to be really tricky as well. TaToH 80% paladin, but he has conscription, so now that finished a bit earlier. Let's take a look. He's finally taking the engagement here, but the numbers were just so much lower. Arbalests are getting chased down here as well. Liereyy in the meanwhile tech to elite Tsukunu. This is looking very tricky here for Jordan. Now trying to build himself another good spot. This looks like he found a reasonable one. Obviously the paladins already heard from before, but they are doing quite a bit of damage, being Persian paladins as well. Viper trying to hold on. Elite skirmisher upgrade now flying in. Right hand side is completely stable. Nowhere else we can see some fights except in this area. The Viper walling, as you can see in the minimap, quite nicely. John still profiting from his walls before. Now retreating is Mr. Hearttt. Can they get on the solid army that they want to go to? Viper, he has to feel confident with his camel archers. But we need a Mongols player switching into Mangudais as well, or maybe Onagers as well. But because only Arbalest isn't really what they want to go for. Now we see TaToH charging in, and yeah, Hearttt only has Teutons, so the one with the +2 attack against archers actually is Mr. TaToH. So sorry for that misinformation before. Not the perfect trade, not having it at the edge of the map. Normally you still want to have it in one line. Just so much better to distribute all your trade cards a bit more evenly. Viper holding on here, and this looks like the TyRanT can maybe hold this, and beautiful wall after beautiful wall. Jordan just playing on such a high level this game. I'm super impressed, and yeah, there are some idiots doubting that he's the best German player, and after seeing this game, well, it is just way too clear. Oh, interesting push here now by MBL, and he's going for Imperial Skirmishers, so we need some army from TaToH, and indeed he is instantly sending some paladins over, but still only +2, +4 on them. Jordan finally getting a defensive castle up. Imperial Skirmishers, some Janitors could really help here as well. Trade setup, let's take a look at those numbers. We have 26 compared to 8 more. Where are the Janitors? Where are the Paladins? TaToH. Oh god, and that will be so tough. MBL, he has pop 155, and that will change heavily. He's switching onto Rattan Archers, onto some Spearmen here, but that will be a total clear up. Where is Hearttt? He needed to be over there to protect some, and that's just beautiful team play by the TyRanT. Gonna love to see that, how well they're playing together. Viper even saving that castle bombard cannons going down, and that's so costly. It's the most costly unit in the game. This is just so rough for them here, and as we can see, Viper now continuing to push further and further, or just to defend with his traps first. And that double was just so nice. MBL actually only dropped 15 pop, but that is actually quite even KDs from everyone at the moment. No one going higher than factor 1.5 or something. Jordan, is he able to set up the trade? He's at 24, so did have some leftover trade, or did set that up a bit earlier. That's just so sweet for him. Maybe they should cut some of those trees, and then look at that. They're even going for it, trying to better their trade there. Gonna love that. Liereyy pushing in with some Tukanus now. Would love to see him push with bombard cannons there as well. Or not bombard cannons, bombard towers, I want to say. Summer Rams. Jordan going for the Janitors, but doesn't have bloodlines yet. Oh, that's obviously a good unit there for the team. Oh god, Viper. Could he maybe go for the big trade rage? Oh, he's trying to be annoying over here. Now sending over more to the left-hand side. TaToH in a bad position. He is going for light cap. There's clearly lacking some gold income. He has 16 trade cards. Let's take a look. Everything out in his mainland. So they have not really the fighting power. Jordan losing his only castle. Yeah, Hearttt might have overcommitted here. This is getting tricky. Maybe Jordan should just go on to skirmishers and sling TaToH onto paladins. I believe that's a more important unit because you cannot really go into Mangudais. Tough spots. Did he have any extra resources in the back? Oh yeah, he can go for some more stone. Now building barracks. Oh god, that's so many arrows in the air of Liereyy here. That's not really a fight TaToH can take. TaToH, I believe he needs to retreat here. He's just trying to fight down those rams, it looks like it, so that Jordan can push this back. At the same time, push over here without any siege, so not a real push. Our three TyRanTs realizing this is the most important area. We need to defend this to give ourselves the chances in the game. Hearttt is retreating. That's still so many Tukanus out, well upgraded. We saw the bombard tower upgrade in the tech overlay here. And now Jordan is going for some siege as well. Maybe some rams, but rams aren't that efficient against Tukanus. Imperial Camels, not really the answer. Maybe Onagers would be better for Jordan. I think Onager tech could really help them. Going for the big walls in the middle here is also Mr. Hearttt. They do not want to get raided by some surprise camel archers. They maybe throw the game by losing all their trade, because at the moment it's looking pretty good for them. Chicanos continuing to push in, paladins in the front. The TaToH finally get the +4 attack. Let me take a look. Still not having the resources. Let's take a look at his resources. What is he lacking? Actually, he has enough of those. Interesting. Now some siege in the middle, going for the big flank over here. Just beautiful team play. And we are not having really the upgrades for the Harbiers. TaToH running around, charging down against the Harbiers. Maybe some more running before. That could have been an option. Sniping down the trap. I believe that was the wrong option because the castle was already down. And those were heavy losses for TaToH. That didn't go as well as it could have. Traps going down, that's pretty sweet, stopping the push, but at the same time they are just losing way too much over at that side. Ay. What a nice dominant play here by Hearttt. So much earlier in Imperial Age, his eco was just so good there with TaToH farms. Liereyy now going for a mass elite Chukunu, and the push is just real. Jordan dropping down to pop 126, the guy they were really counting on. The guy who couldn't really get onto elite Mangolites, the unit that they so desperately needed. Would have been amazing against paladin messes. Performed so well against ram pushes with Chukunus behind that as well. And if he holds, then he can tag onto SO, but all that didn't happen, and now they're charging into the trade. The last castle is the only last defense here for Jordan. TaToH sending over more paladins. Ay, but will the numbers be enough? It doesn't look like it. Castle is getting pushed down, and if this castle dies, I believe so are the hopes of the TyRanTs of holding this push. At the moment they're throwing in everything. Maybe they can still defend this, because at the moment there aren't a lot of paladins from Hearttt. More are coming over, but the traps in the back as well. This castle is going to go down for sure. The army is getting cleared up at the same time, but this is getting more and more tricky. MBL is pushing quite nicely. Elite skirmishers against those camel archers. Viper just needs more help there with paladins, but TaToH is needed at that side, and this has to be the push is coming in. No more stopping of that army. Jordan is out, and guys, this is game number 1 for AM. They played this so well. Liereyy, after a big double, did fall back, did get onto a big army. Jordan didn't really use it to full perfection in the castle age. Viper lost so much there in the middle engagement of the map, and then they were just on the back foot. TaToH needed to go for a mass amount of knights, and that wasn't enough for them because the imp timing was just so much later. 1-0 here for AM, kind of the favorites of that. Ooh la la. Was it this one misplay in the middle of the map? Viper overextended. Maybe it was. Jordan also lost a lot of his crossbowmen. Ay. Very intense game.
GG.
Trade profit MBL actually pretty late there, and Jordan, yeah, he was nice and early. That really helped him. But well, the tech simply wasn't there, and that's a 1-0 for our international team. Actually, both teams are international, but our over the world team. And now let's take a look at what cities are not being picked anymore. We don't have Teutons, we won't have Chinese, and we won't have Vietnamese. Oh, the last pick got the W there. Interesting. On the other side we had Persians, we had Mongols, and Berbers. So way stronger picks here, at least on paper, for the TyRanTs. They still lost this. Interesting stuff. So 3 minutes back delay is something we have to wait through again. And let's hear some more AoE music.
Don't panic, 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 panic,
RiuT, Habadak, ready on. RiuT, Habadak.
Very good game number 1 here. Was a close one for sure. Can you show us the game room? Sure. But, well, 124 people trash talking. So, not really enjoying that too much. Indeed, jumping around, professional caster. I'm not a professional caster. Don't challenge me to do stupid stuff. DauT, where are you? Still no DauT. Guys, something to calm your tits a bit. I think showing the best strats isn't the best thing here for both teams, because everyone believes both teams will make it into the playoffs anyways, and it's very likely that they will face each other in only like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. In 3 weeks roughly. And yeah, with a way more important game. Really, what's the score? 0-1, as you can see in the top. 2-0 is what they had going into the series. Both won both their previous matches in the Swiss format. My tits refuse to be calmed. Shit. BK viewers between 2 non-Viper channels is really great. Guys, we will reach bigger numbers in that year. I'm aiming.
Armor Hippo, Gondir Bit Digut and Tashan Tuka, when do Sean Managri passed?
They're the good tissues. Okay, next map will be Arabia. And with me, I will have the worst player of QuantiB and Zoomstock, going 0-1 in the series before. This is Mr. Shine. Shine, what happened in game 1 there? What do you think? Why did AM win?
Well, to be honest, I tuned in like after the first 15 minutes, so I missed out some action where TaToH took some damage, right? I just saw the towers in the space.
Yeah, I think he just towered up.
Okay, and I felt like that was one of the crucial factors that actually led to Hearttt being ahead. Also that Liereyy sent all his expos following Jordan's army there, because he wanted to protect Hearttt at all costs. Seemed a bit weird because he had a bigger force, but in the end Hearttt was ahead and Nicov was never attacked. Got imp earlier and that kind of decided the game. And Jordan played really well to my mind, but he just couldn't do anything. Once his gold and stone was blocked, couldn't even get a castle up.
Yeah. Make him a bit louder, please. Okay. That's weird. No one else complained before that. Oh.
I felt like MBL's trash unit style was a bit weird, but it played out nicely with Imperial skirms, pressuring, sometimes losing everything to a double, but worked out fine. And perfect team play by Liereyy and Hearttt.
Yeah, that really worked out. And honestly, like, Viper was fighting not every time with TaToH, but simply TaToH not having the numbers there. Oh, Pause Lover in the chat as well.
Oh yeah.
Let me take the look. You just sent me a picture, right?
Oh yes. Like, because he's watching on a 90-inch screen.
Let me take a look at that. Well, you cannot really see the size, right?
Not really.
Well, it's like my size, right? Just a beamer on the wall.
Yeah, it is, of course.
Okay,
game starting.
Ah. Okay guys, then we will jump into game number 2 here. Mr. Liereyy together with MBL and Hearttt took the win in game number 1 against the TyRanT Legends. Let's take a look what they picked. They picked Mariant, got the flank, so have to be happy here. Hans pocket for Hearttt and MBL pretty far away with the Marians. We are very close to Jordan, who already kind of screwed up here. And, well, this long pause at 3:59 kind of indicates a restart to me here. Otherwise, we had TaToH being the Indian pocket. Gonna love that. Spanish flank for the Viper. Quite far out. Huh. Let's see if they actually take the restart here. And with me will be Mr. TaToH.
Hey ho.
So I believe this isn't a restart, but somehow I believe it is a restart.
I'm confused too. I guess AM should be pretty happy with the positions.
Absolutely. Allowing MBL to die. Being super far out there.
Well, it's fine for TyRanT as well, right? I mean...
Yeah, Indian pocket is enormous. Oh, look at that. Liereyy already stole 4 golds. And, well, elephants are super open as well. Viper going for a very early loom and far away elephant. Oh, let's take a look if Liereyy is blocking that. Uh-oh, he could see that. Liereyy, yeah, he should see it. Oh, this is getting tricky. And an elephant, they're obviously doing so much damage. Oh,
yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, this is a restart. Oh, Mr. Micro there as well. Is he going?
Oh! What
the save is real.
Wow.
Oh. Well, not sure.
It was pretty impressive.
Okay, but still, I believe it's still a restart, right? Yeah. So it was all for nothing, guys, as if it never happened.
Oh, but it was a nice save.
Indeed. Okay, then let's jump just back and... Well, they could have Spanish pocket, Indian pocket, or what was Jordan?
Japanese.
Japanese. Ooh. Okay. So probably want to have Japanese as a flank, I assume. Japanese, Spanish, Indians against Malians, and Huns. So pick number 1, 2, and 5 for AM. So they're really going good.
I guess I want to keep the wins coming. Maybe start with 2-0.
Well, we have seen 2 reverse swipes, right? Like 2-0 to 3-2 in week number 1. I need Spanish pocket. Well, you don't have endless amount of restarts. But yeah, Spanish pocket would be better.
I feel like Spanish flank would be okay, but in this case, being against Mayans, already losing all the goals, almost losing the elephant, having to loom early on, really tricky situation.
Yeah. Why did TyRanT restart? Well, Viper had an open map, kind of bug gold, offensive wood, -4 golds, needed to loom early on, very low villager that can easily die later on as well, delayed elephant, so there's so much going wrong for him. There should be in TeamSpeak here as well, right? Let's take a look. Is DauT even around? Well, Nicov is with them in TeamSpeak. And DauT is with them in TeamSpeak as well. And... oh, they don't have players showing as spectators on. So, actually it's like 9 out of 8.
Maybe they're actually hiding DauT for the important matches later on.
Maybe. It honestly wouldn't surprise me to give Jordan good practice. It makes a lot of sense.
Because they will advance anyway, most likely.
Yeah.
So...
yeah. How often can you reset, and what is the latest time you can call a restart for? I believe you can only call a restart once, and the latest time is 3 minutes 59 seconds. And I believe Jordan might even be muted, right? Just scroll down to TeamSpeak, Shine. Oh no, I have him muted. Lol. Okay.
yeah.
From the last interview when he was shouting in the background. Down to sick. Well, he just was in TeamSpeak with them. Then he left. Okay, maybe he's just not feeling like it. I'm having a small cold as well. Someone needs more practice with TaToH. Disagreed.
I thought you were wearing that scarf for fashion reasons.
80-20. Bum, 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 bum.
And it's starting again.
Here we go. Game number 2. Arabia in the house, and we have Liereyy, Marian flank. They again have Hearttt at the Hun pocket and 2 secure corners. And this looks a bit better for the TyRanT. We have TaToH Indian flank, we have TheViper Spanish pocket, and Jordan with the Japanese. And how this looks with 2 secure corners for both, this has to be pretty good for the Spanish team. What do you think, Shine?
Yeah, I guess they're pretty happy about it. Let's see how much laming will go on though. Especially Liereyy with his eagle might look for some.
Oh, he's actually scouting more this time.
Oh yeah.
I just want to see
those
2 more.
goats.
Yeah.
And MBL is already... maybe not.
Well, let's see if he's going forward.
But AM can be happy again as well. I guess Hunt's pocket, Malian's pocket would be fine as well, right? But
Yeah. Malians is like really solid against Spanish as well, because if you play Spanish, it's just basically Paladin against Paladin. But with Malians, you can squeeze in some elephants. What is Jordan doing with his villager out there? Just had a villager
Not
at...
sure.
I don't know
I've seen
where.
it.
What is that all about? Super early loom out of him as well?
And did you see the lame?
Oh no, I didn't.
Liereyy.
Ay, maybe he was running for that elephant. Ay, okay.
Yeah,
that
maybe.
makes sense. Jordan trying to chase us down. No more resets left for the TyRanTs. Ah, god, this Liereyy guy. Just so good. Some people consider him to be the best archer player in the world at the moment. Malian. Did I say Malian elephants? I wanted to say camels, guys. Obviously, you're so educated on my channel. If you all know what I wanted to say.
Nice save.
Thanks. Jordan, 3 on Woody. With the Japanese bonus and...
Well, at least Jordan found some goats. Some revenge steal.
Well, actually 4. And he could go for the elephant as well.
Yeah, I think he's considering it now.
Oh,
that would be huge.
but Liereyy is around.
Liereyy.
Oh, and he will maybe even find all goats.
No.
Found 1, found 2.
But he knows where they're going, so yeah. But the lame is real. Oh, zebra block.
Let's see. We'll find 2 of the goats back. Ay, this is a back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, can actually abuse the eagle here. Could run with the eagle. Free vision, 89, thanks. Just go with the eagle. Just go with the eagle. Jordan would be perfect for him. The eagle is going into the absolute right direction. Okay, now the lion could help. Looks good. Joy will be successful with that.
Really nice. Now Liereyy doesn't have much food to go up. Well, he's already taking zebras, so...
Sugar line of sight. I already forgot what that was. Was it Shift F9? No. Control Shift F9? I want to close my age. Yes, it is. Nice. Take a look. What does it see? Elephant over here. We have some birds flying. Isn't that pretty? Some birds scouting over here.
I think TaToH stole some goats as well. He still has 6 goats left. And looks like he's going scouts, right?
Why can I not get this back? How can I get it back, guys? Control Shift F2 or something?
I'm not sure what TaToH is going for. He has so many wills on wood. Almost he could go like triple range. But he's not going for gold. Doesn't have enough on food for scouts. I'm a bit confused. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ugly, but if he builds the ranges in front of it, it should be fine. Yeah, he does it. Yeah. Looks like a weird start.
Oh, I muted myself because of the F2. Okay, guys. Yeah. TaToH. Yeah, some problems before. Liereyy is going for the drush, as we said. But Jordan is quite nicely walled. With a double archery range at the front now. Viper even pushed in his zebras. All looks pretty good, pretty standard so far. Oh, I don't like that TaToH's not building a gate there.
Yeah, kinda limits him.
Oh, I
Can't
hate
reach
that. I hate that. To play it that way.
He has to go around the entire forest if he wants to leave. It's really bad, I agree.
Oh. Well, we'll see. Jordan now with Horse Color, quite an early upgrade here. Let's take a look. Trying to run away. The game is kind of laggy,
Jordan's,
right?
Gold.
Yep.
But yeah, it is laggy right now. I don't know why.
Maybe there was a drop or something. Yeah, indeed. There's a pause. Oh, not really? I'm not 100% sure. So Liereyy will play this Rush FC with 5 on gold already. That's quite a bit. That's around from Hearttt, but they aren't doing much. Viper's coming over with the scouts as well. He will just be fine. Jordan holds this. No biggie.
By the way, Liereyy didn't even find his elephant in the corner.
Where?
But he's entirely walled now.
Oh! Liereyy was basically double lamed. Oh, so Liereyy played this without a single elephant.
Yeah, well, he stole one, so...
Ah, okay, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, true. This will be a pretty wally game.
Yeah.
I think this game could go long. I think the guy with the potential most problems could be Jordan if he isn't transitioning into Castle Age early enough. But well, he already has 10 farms. He has to be scared of someone, right? TaToH is so far away. 40, 30?
Like a bit of an overreaction to me, but I don't know. Maybe better safe than sorry.
I feel so as well, because, well, MBL is just sending army over, so they should be somewhat fine. He cannot really fear TaToH. He cannot fear scouts, and they knew that they did the damage against Jordan.
Probably won't be a factor, that's true.
I meant TaToH. Luckily, you are such an educated co-caster.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I've read your chat a lot, and people are so educated there.
Ah, so great that we agreed on that.
Oh, TaToH's archers just ran past MBL's archers, but MBL didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think if he wants to catch them there, I think he should have probably split them up a bit more.
And now Heartt's doing the double wall.
Yeah, just so clever. So clever. Viper's coming over as well. And, well, maybe they just need to take the top there, but then he can just build a stable behind it. Saving the villager, 10 HP. Yes, he does. Oh, it would be open.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Now the tower obviously kind of hurts him that he built it at that bad position.
Exactly. Ooh, that's pretty...
And where's MBL? MBL is just on the other side of the map.
MBL just went forward. That's a problem now. Ooh.
Tricky situation. Maybe
at least they're going towards the goal, so the tower is worth something.
Yeah. Lost the scout here, Mr. TaToH. Those walls, I see only 9 HP. 9 HP. Oh, but TaToH is running through. Ay.
Ah! Catching MBL's archers, yeah? At least a
well, yeah, some damage. Okay.
Could be worse, but Hearttt is still taking a bit of damage, eco damage, compared to Viper.
Yeah. Need to pull some villagers. Take a look at the top. Jordan is just walling himself completely, but Crossbowmen, they could be around pretty soon. And, well, Jordan's still in some problems, I would say.
Hearttt is 50% up, though. So.
Yeah. So is the Viper. Yeah, they just cleared this up with all the scouts, so no problem. I believe in big problems will be Jordan.
And TaToH's walls look really funny.
Liereyy can do massive damage here. This will get super tricky.
Ooh. One villager down.
Oh. Well, that's not clever by Liereyy that he's moving in that way. I think he just sort of microed a bit more. Oh. Okay, this actually isn't that bad for Jordan.
That's still a tough spot for Jordan now.
Yeah. Take a look, and scouts are coming now as well.
He can click up now at least.
Pulling some villagers down. Oh, Liereyy.
He tried to wall with 2 markets.
Yeah. And he won't close that gap. Scouts will come in as well.
We missed a rather big fight north of TaToH CC, but it was pretty even.
Oh. Yeah, but let's take a look at Jordan. This is so tough for him. He won't get the walls up. Viper, well, he has a stables around. He will send something over.
Yeah, but probably a bit too late, right? The scouts with armor up. Oh.
Yeah, and bloodlines. Oh god, they're taking down everything. And well, the tower will go up. Jordan didn't lose that much, honestly. Crossmen can just put themselves under it, and
he lost quite a few wills. Just compare his will count to Lierey's.
Oh god, 34 to 49 there. Yeah. And 5 of them idle now. 1 or 2 could go down more, and it's 3 TC soon for Liereyy.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, some more losses as well. Yeah, Viper will clear it up, but this isn't looking too great for the TyRanT at the moment. Oh.
Yeah, and Hearttt is sending knights as well, so...
Yeah. And the TaToH kind of fighting on the same level here.
Yeah, pretty small.
Oh, well. MBL could go in.
Yeah.
TaToH trying to go with the big siege works, or with the siege workshop here.
By the way, TaToH now deleted one of the houses, now he's rebuilding it. He should have just put Palisade Gate.
Oh, yeah. Well, Palisade Gate is really so much weaker than a house. Maybe double Palisade Gate even. Or just a stone gate, honestly. Oh, now beautiful spot here for MBL. Oh,
that is sexy. Wow.
That's 1 tree missing. Okay, well, Jordan somewhat survived. But 48 for him, 82 for Liereyy. This will get
Liereyy has a
so
huge
tough.
advantage. Like, he's ahead of everyone in the game.
Oh, MBL getting completely caught off guard here with his army against TaToH.
Oh well. We'll kill a few expos, it's fine, huh?
Yeah, now the push will come over here. And as you can see, oh, Hearttt is still going for Jordan. That could be a mistake.
Yeah, maybe. MBL might get in a lot of trouble now. Just 1 TC. Oh well. Let's see.
Maybe does Liereyy not know that he's missing the +2 attack? Because he's moving out now with that army. And ooh, yeah, latest now you should go for that upgrade. I think it would have been better early on. Yeah, and now he's going for dump ring. He has.
Oh yeah, he has no idea.
Yeah. He
that's bad.
Well, he will notice it in Imp eventually.
Yeah. By the way, he can build a castle pretty soon. He already has 600 stone.
Aye. Larger transition even flying in, and then it will get even tougher for Jordan. He's behind in, well, every level. Anyways. TaToH going for thumpering now. Okay, let's take a look. It's only 2 stables from the Viper. It's now going quite reasonably high on stone.
He has a small boom advantage compared to Hearttt.
Hearttt only, yeah.
Hearttt only added his 30C now.
Yeah, quite late.
And of course Viper took no damage at all. So.
Yeah. Now trying to add more stables, but that's going to be tricky for him. Trying to build them outside. What is TaToH doing? She retreating?
Liereyy did botkin now, by the way.
Okay. Stream cheat! The Viper will get the stables up. Huh. So pretty scary force, but Hearttt. How many knights is he building? Oh, MBL is moving out now as well.
Yeah, they cleared up a small army of TaToH. Or scared it away, rather. Scared it away.
Yeah. Okay, Viper. Oh, that could be some losses on his gold if he's not pulling away. He is pulling away. Yeah.
But it's an ugly spot, though.
He's kind of trapping himself there, right?
Yeah. I guess Viper is enough. And with Jordan coming.
Oh, yeah, I believe this should be a good fight for the TyRanT.
Yeah.
Viper, he should go to the right-hand side and try to engage this. Upgrades are better for the Viper as well. He has +2. Hearttt is not having any attack upgrades this far. Viper even sending in back his villagers. Should delete this palisade as well. Jordan should just focus down the crossbowmen. Knights will die anyways. And this looks like a nice move here of the TyRanT. They have to be happy with that. Let's get an update on the frontal attack here against TaToH. And that has to be in the lead of his archery range, right? Or did they just kill this?
Nah, he definitely deleted it to save his army.
Okay.
Those 8 super exposed didn't just take it down the range.
Yeah, well, there are some knights around as well.
Liereyy can click up now any second, and he already has 2 castles.
And he is up indeed. And controlling his 2 gold spots, and that will get tricky. The plumed archers there. Ay. Take a look. Viper. Well, he is now building more knights as well.
Their only hope is Viper getting 2+4 cavaliers relatively early. Otherwise, Jordan will just completely die.
Oh yeah, he cancelled all the knights. Yeah, Viper cancelled all the knights. Is now building the university. He will go up to Imperial Age.
Again.
Ay. And Hearttt on the other side, he has 400, 900, and he only has 2 stables, so he will click up pretty soon and build a Hans castle here.
That's surprising, yeah.
Tarkan action, maybe.
Maybe just as a defensive measure, but still.
Well, they got way better in Mortal Kingdoms now. They have more pierce armor, I believe, than paladins.
Exactly.
Hearttt, as you can see, now clicking up as well. Didn't waste a single second there. Good stuff. And Liereyy even castle number 3. This will get so tough for Jordan. Should he maybe even switch into some skirmishes there? Really tough to say. Important is still the push over here. TaToH now with a nice advantage compared to MBL. Score a bit better for the TyRanT, but
I feel like Liereyy is playing it too defensively. He has 3 castles, so nothing can happen to him, and he's still patrolling at home all the time. Just imagine his plumed archers running around behind Viper's base or something.
Yeah, this could be. Maybe he just wanted to get them fully upgraded.
I guess so, but I mean, you can always run away with plumes, so.
Yeah, probably. Hearttt only now going for wheelbarrow. A bit late there. TaToH up. Let's take a look at MBL. How is he looking? 600 food, 1k gold, and Jordan is clicking up any second. Indeed, he's doing that. Plumed archers now going forward, and some more villagers. So we are kind of expecting a new castle, and indeed, it's coming at the front here. Jordan, he needs to get a crazy hold out here. Oh, but maybe the Viper. Can he be in time? I don't think so. I believe the castle will go up. Jordan, is he moving out? Probably don't know that. Oh, even pulling off some villagers.
What kind of unit composition do you expect on the right side? Like, what will Malians do? If Hunt stays on Paladins, and it looks like that, you don't really want Farimba Cavaliers, I guess.
Oh,
especially against Indians. You need
Farimba Camels.
Yeah, but do you really want to go that against Indians?
Well, what else can you do? Pikemen?
I don't know.
Arbalest without bracer? I think it has to be Farimba Camels. Maybe just mix in some pikemen against camels then.
I really wouldn't want to be in Jordan's spot right now.
Oh no, it's so ugly. Can't really go into skirmishes either. Oh god, losing a monk there.
And Viper is in the middle of the map. Probably feels he has to damage hard.
Oh yeah,
and
probably.
hope that Liereyy doesn't kill Jordan quickly enough.
Oh, that's going
Liereyy
to happen.
building the next castle, by the way, 5th castle already.
Yeah, Jordan is getting attacked on his main TT, which actually is the one he's retouching imp on, but he still will get to him, no problems.
Okay,
Vipers.
so can Viper really damage hard now? He is researching Paladin, but will still take some time.
Oh, Jordan trying to run with his army, but Liereyy just sitting on the TC and chasing this down. Ay. Oh, Jordan, poor Jordan. He's going for onagers.
Do you think it's the right choice what Viper's doing right now? I mean, shouldn't he have saved Jordan?
Well, the question is if he could.
Yeah, at least he could have protected his economy now. Like, if he had 15 cavaliers over there, Liereyy would have to micro and stay back against it. And now he's just roaming free. And I mean, Jordan is completely idle now.
Yeah, probably.
There's like 10 villagers working.
Now going for crazy onager shots, actually damaging the own cavaliers a bit more. Wow, getting tricky. Indeed.
And you were right, MBL is going for camels.
Oh, right inside, poor TaToH will completely get cleared up. Ay. He's sending in some camels, but those won't be enough.
And Heartt's Paladin upgrade is only slightly slower than Viper's. So
yeah, kind of weird.
This looks super good for AM.
Yeah, have to agree. Points are still pretty close, but it's just the huge advantage there on the Liereyy against Jordan side. TaToH needs to retreat. And maybe Imperial Camels can still decide it. Because that's could be tough on all sides. If the Viper just continues to play against all the plumed archers here, but Liereyy is now switching into halberdiers as well, he realizes what he will be playing against. That's only Paladins. Jordan pop 82 at the moment.
No, might be a good fight for Viper. Not really. Not really, has to go back. Heartt now has exactly the same Paladin number. Nice job for Heartt.
56, 57 indeed, both close to max out. They need to drag it out into the very long game. Maybe then Imperial Camels and Spanish trade can carry them. But even then, what can Jordan really bring to the table? Elite Samurais?
Well, he's pop 80 right now, so...
Yeah. Can snipe a halberdier. Onagers isn't the worst thing. Big fight in the middle, won by Heartt as well. Viper needs to retreat there. Imperial Camels could maybe help out. We'll see that upgrade finish pretty soon. MBL somehow trying to hold on.
Yeah, will be interesting because Heartt can't really help against, or can't help at all against Imperial Camels. So MBL will have to survive on his own somehow.
Well, maybe Heartt needs to add halberdiers on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Would actually be the best option, right? At first we
maybe.
see the big engagement. Liereyy will lose
he's popular.
his...
I mean, he's popular with 60 paladins, so 66.
Okay, a lot of Converters going down. Viper taking reasonable engagement here, but lost a lot of villagers on the scope. Now in the trade here, that's pretty ugly. Jordan, well, doing some damage. And Heartt needs to retreat. Viper is trying to hold this on. Archers still around, and they're sniping down those paladins. Viper needs to send over even more. TaToH now sending camels over. That will slow down his push though.
I'm not sure that's the right option, but maybe he feels he has to. I'm not sure he has to, so Viper seems to be holding for the moment, and now he's sort of giving MBL time to recover. He has for Rimba camels now.
Okay.
Oh, those Imperial camels clearing up paladins on the way. Oh,
That's a ruler. So brutal indeed. Okay, well, let's see. Viper now building some siege shops. Jordan back to pop 102. Let's take a look how many villagers does he have. He has only 2 TCs. Ay. If you want to reboom, you need to get higher numbers there. Only 1 market for him as well. Looking pretty dicey. And now Arbalest trying to get some solid shots in here. With a +2 defense only now, still no chemistry for him as well. TaToH needs to retreat, but I still believe TaToH, those Indian Imperial Camels, he cannot really fight Liereyy, but against anyone else, he should perform pretty well. Liereyy is just way too good to eat any Onager shots there. Oh.
Viper already on reasonable trade numbers, 20 and rising.
Yeah.
And Spanish bonus as well.
The other team is at 24.
Oh, and Viper going for some ratings now.
Oh, hello. That's pretty sweet. He has some paladins in the middle as well. Maybe rates the wood lines of Liereyy a bit. But that army in the middle looks still pretty strong. Thought there was a small timing for AM. Oh, and Viper, I believe he was trying to wall some stuff off, but it's open. Jordan, pop 140. TaToH still active in the south.
A lot of paladins in the right corner, like near MBL's market, which aren't really doing anything. And he has 70 paladins, but not using them.
Big fight in the base here of the Viper. I'm not sure if he can take this. I believe this is a horrible fight for him. He's just losing all his paladins, going down to pop 160. Jordan is trying to chase us down, but Jordan needs protection in front of his army. Supremacy now for the Viper, but this is just so bad for him. Pop 150. Jordan is now overtaking the Viper in population.
And they're losing the trade there as well. Maybe it was a mistake by Viper going for those raids. I mean, he took down some markets, killed some tradies.
I think it was a mistake to take that horrible engagement in his base. Just needed to fall back and wait for Jordan, and then they can maybe take a 2v2 fight. But this was just a complete loss for him. Ay. Oh, the trade going down as well now. Same time, TaToH not really killing. It's looking more and more dicey.
Viper losing more and more.
Still without chemistry. Mainly going for skirmishes here. Well,
and somehow TaToH didn't push at all. I mean, he has so much more scores than MBL, but he just couldn't break his defense.
Well, Hearttt was around, and TaToH did send 40 camels and is now sending some into the top. It feels slowly but surely they will clear it up, but Liereyy just sending in another army, and that's just another like 30 very strong units there. Halberdier, elite plundarchers, kind of tough to kill that. But Jordan is actually building the perfect army against that, but an army that is super weak against, simply like 3-4 paladins, so he needs to retreat. He simply needed the buffer. I believe that one engagement was just so horrible. And TaToH is sending in camels after camels. Oh god, this is so dicey for them. And when did we see the last trade card past that area? Had to be quite some time ago. Oh, look at that. Oh, right hand side trade by the Viper now. Oh god.
At least he saved all of them for the moment.
And look at the minimaps. How many units are going in there?
Nice stream by Hearttt.
Oh, Viper now going for supremacy clear up. They will clear it up indeed here. Skirmishers are chasing this down. Maybe they can get the walls up. But look at that. Viper now going for scouts here.
Just compare the military numbers for a sec. Like all of EAM is around 80, 70, 80.
Oh god.
Viper is at 17.
Yeah.
This is over.
And Jordan has 40 skirmishers, so hallelujah.
And Viper now going for scouts. Oh no.
Okay, now Trade is coming back again.
He doesn't even have food for the light cuff upgrade.
Oh.
That is sad.
70 villagers, pop 110 for him. His two teammates still at 180, so maybe they can make something crazy happen. I just need to hold this one area, but, well, at the moment, some skirmishes in the trade trying to block this. The trade card still only like 25% on the way to dropping off the real resources again.
And oh well, to be honest, like 60 army of MBL is stuck in his base just defending.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty weak army there. Crossbowman, pikeman.
Is it a pause or something, or just lagging? Oh no,
I think it's a pause. Okay, Liereyy sending in. Well, if this game continues like another 25-30 minutes, I believe TyRanT should have the better civs. But yeah, look at that. Paladin streaming in against elite skirmishes. Some camels are around to defend.
Oh, a nice trap by TaToH against like 30 paladins.
Oh, this is... Okay, where?
In TaToH's.
Oh! Super sweet. I did take
a paladins even won, but cost effective wise it was a huge win for TaToH.
Oh god. And now a nice castle by Viper in the trade here. Skirmishes are still standing here. Is this maybe a hold, Shine?
Maybe.
Shine? Is this maybe a hold? Trade isn't great for AM either.
Yeah, MBL hardly doing any trade again. Same as last game.
Okay, now he's pushing TaToH away, but well, if TaToH loses to Hearttt, that's not the end for him.
No.
TaToH just continues to produce stuff to the top. Viper has 2 relics, kind of helps him out as well.
Yeah, and even though they lost so much trade, he still has 35 trade cards, so that's really solid.
Yeah, they produced quite some time, and now finally they're coming back as well. Yeah, the back gold. Viper maybe he can get onto some numbers. He starts to produce paladins again. Let's take a look at his resources. Well, he has enough food and wood. Jordan needed a small pause here. And this is still a very scary army though. Viper trying to get bot canary. I believe they need to retreat a bit more. I believe they need to fight more in range of the castle. A single arbalest only in the army. Now building mass stables in the back. Kind of in a good place. Close by, but not blocking the trade.
Yeah. But now look at TaToH's pop. Getting raided everywhere. Look how much hard raided him. So many dead bodies.
Oh god. And he is suddenly down to pop 110. Want to stabilize in the center because TaToH was helping so much. Ay.
7 army for TaToH.
And now then the trade again. From archers just in the perfect position. Elite skirmishers trying to chase this down. But that's so many dead trade cards here. And not really clearing this up. It has to be the GG. AM will take the 2-0 here. I cannot see how they can continue this. Honestly, TaToH is in a world of trouble. Trade card after trade card is going down. Skirmishers trying to chase it. Yeah, Viper won with the paladin amount here. But now let's take a look. And 15, 15, 16. Compare that to Hearttt. Hearttt alone has more trade cards than the whole TyRanT team. And he's just streaming in with more and more paladins. Viper getting some nice quick words off in the center area though. So yeah, they know. If we can hold this, we are in a good spot to drag it out and have a nice advantage. But TaToH pop 100, the Viper 140, Jordan 166, and the AM guys all pop limit to the end.
And Viper lost like 20 trade cards now.
Yeah.
That spot.
Oh, even more. Look at that bloodbath. Ay. And Liereyy is not done. Oh. Thank you so much, Werners. 7 months.
What I don't like is that Hearttt is not building any forward stables. Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
still
pretty bad.
producing from the stables at home.
Yeah, that's so bad. And he's switching into CA now, though.
Why?
I don't really know. Where is he? Well, he doesn't have an archery range yet. He just did the upgrades.
Oh, okay.
Okay. ALFZ,
Yeah, like if he
HS,
had
thanks so
forward
much
stables,
for using Twitch Prime.
They could apply so much more pressure.
Oh god, another skirm from the trade of Jordans are getting cleared up. Oh, they are holding on as good as they can, but honestly, this feels just too over. 56 villagers for TaToH. All your base are belong to us. And Liereyy is just sending in another 30 plumed archers in the trade. And indeed, this is the end. TyRanT will give up game number 2 as well. And they took pretty strong civilizations here. Ooh. Oh, actually, well, AM took the better ones, right? That's what we agreed on before. BoA! AM, they are looking strong. What do you think? What was the main issue here? Why did they lose it in the end?
Yeah, well, I guess Liereyy really made the best out of his map and the general situation with the laming against Jordan, even though he didn't even gain something on the laming front. He walled everything, did a sort of old school almost drush, fast castle into expose, and then just got in with perfect timing. And nice micro of expose was Jordan, who was still feudal. And then scouts coming in, Jordan losing even more. And from that on, Liereyy had a really relaxed game. Was never attacked at home, could just push.
Yeah. Did Jordan maybe react too poorly against the drush?
I don't know. Felt like pretty tough timing, especially the scout double. Even early on, when the drush was at his gold, maybe he should have quick walled or something, but there was hard with 2 or 3 scouts, annoying him as well.
Yeah.
And even though TaToH was always ahead of MBL, he could never really kill him. And then when you felt like, okay, he can push now, then he had to send his Imperial Camels to help in the middle. So
Yeah.
even though points were really close for a long time, they always had the initiative.
Chat asked if it wasn't a better option to sling TaToH and Imperial Camels. Well, not really, because the sling could not have been with gold. And Imperial Camels cost quite a bit of gold. Jordan could only go for skirmishers. That made kind of sense against the army that Liereyy built. Achievements.
I mean, Jordan was down to pop 60, 70 at some point. He came back quite nicely, but didn't have any gold, so I think he couldn't have done much more later on. It was just a horrible position for him.
How many numbers of games? Well, so someone has 3 wins. It's the best of 5. So next map will be Beach Fight. So let's take a look at the civilizations. I think we will see. Oh god, AM has incredible civilizations for Beach Fight. Slavs and Britons, I believe, are the 2 strongest civilizations for that map. Oh god. I think AM can take it 3-0 here. Ethiopians are pretty strong as well. Byzantines could be an option. Aztecs could be an option as well. Although I think Aztecs, you want to keep Aztecs for Donut.
Yeah, but do you really, if you feel you can win 3-0?
Well, it depends on how much are you increasing your chances with Aztecs.
Yeah, true.
Oh, this is tricky. Really tricky. And TyRanT, they already invested in quite a lot of good civs. And they still have Portuguese, so they will still easily win 1 game. But they lost Arabia. And I thought they had pretty strong Arabia civs. Using Burwers on step though. And Japanese. So we will see.
Yeah, I really feel like wasn't a swift decision that lost them those 2 games.
DauT is in TeamSpeak with them though, but they launched with John. Oof. Isn't it a wonderful day for Age of Empires, guys?
Yeah, it's raining here, so even better.
Oh. Yeah. That actually made me really mad when the 11th of September happened. That everyone was watching TV and was reading news, and I just wanted to play Age of Empires, and there wasn't a single game going on. Okay, so did we just play it too perfect? Yeah, I agreed. Someone in the chat asked how important is the series. Well, whoever wins the series has 3-0 and advances into the playoff stage and doesn't have to play it for the next 2 weeks. So they are guaranteed a share of the 6.5k prize pool. And the loser still could potentially lose 2 more games and not make it into the finals or into the playoffs. Does TyRanT gain anything from taking a game? No. It's the same result if they lose 2-3 or 3-0. And it wasn't a job to stop me from playing AV2. I didn't even know the Empire State Building, the World Trade Center, before 2001. I played in 2001, yeah.
By the way, one factor last game, I guess, was really that Viper never capitalized on his advantage. He was ahead for a lot of time, but somehow only ran around with his Cavaliers and Paladins without really getting any kills. Always coming in the wrong moment, like when he tried to enter Heartt's base, Heartt was there, had the upgrade shortly after him.
So I have the brackets for you as well. I might add that as a new command, actually, for BoA. So you can see TyRanT and AM both have 2 wins. If you get a 3rd W, you're through. And if you get a 3rd L, you are out as well. So China A and Nadia's boys, the ranks that we will see after the series, will actually an elimination match. And the elimination match next week will also be between Brazil and Vietnam. Whoever loses there is out as well. Well, actually, it's not 100% that they will play each other, right? Could also, actually, it could be, no, they cannot. Brazil against VNS cannot happen because one of them has to play China A NAPS winners. Who did SY lose to? Well, you can see everything here. SY, they lost in week 1. Week 1, you can see SY, and SY lost to VNS. We're all going to Africa. Please don't spoil any results. Sorry. So I think I will edit, comment, BoA will be this link in the future. Speculate 220. I am really dominating the series so far. Well, if you win 2 games out of 2. But I heard you can win 3 games in a row and still lose 5-3. So, Hypesong before match ball game? No. Only before the last game. So if it's 2-2, I will play Hypesong again. Okay, beach fight. I actually like beach fight. It's very unconventional. And we have to see Slavs. I think we have to see Britons, and the rest will be pretty open. Basically, both TyRanT and AM will advance. Well, both teams have to win 1 out of the next 3 series, including this one. So the loser still has 2 chances to advance to the playoffs. So it looks good for them. They need 3 wins out of 5 matches, and they already have 2. So pretty sweet stuff for them in this tournament. And therefore, the series isn't super important. It is nice to advance and be guaranteed. Chill back, hide your strategies. It's nice. You think a comeback is possible? Yes. Why doesn't TyRanT vs Finland show up in your spreadsheet? It did not? TyRanT vs Finland. It is... It is there. Finland is called Suomi in the spreadsheet. Okay guys, let's jump into game number 3. The first of 3 match points here for on Beach Fight, and with me will be still Mr. Shine. Hello. Hello. So we have Aztecs, Slavs, and Britons. 3 super strong civilizations here for AM. What does TyRanT bring to the table? Vikings for Jordan. We have TaToH playing the Portuguese pocket, and Franks for the Viper. Will be tough. 3 of the best civilizations for this map against Portuguese, and there's a big forest in the middle, so TaToH kind of is far away from any aggression, but, well, Liereyy against Jordan, that will get tricky. That's your time to speak.
Oh, yeah, both securing quite a lot of goals, Jordan and Liereyy. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. They're so close. Like, basically, the main goal of Liereyy could almost be Jordan's main goal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Restart. Okay, why did they take a restart? We don't have any losses. Maybe, it's quite an open map for
Hearttt is maybe not happy with maps. That might be.
He's the one calling the restart as well. Oh. You didn't find any extra Shibi as well? Hyper found some. Huh. Okay, well. It is a restart. Not 100% sure why, not 100% sure if it's a good decision, but they still had an option. From now on, the next 3 games will continue without any restarts. So let's take a look at the civilizations and what they went for. So they went for the obvious Slavs and Britons pick, and then I said it could be Ethiopians, it could be Aztecs. Ethiopians may be too similar to Brits. Byzantines could have been an option. And they went for Aztecs. Okay. On the other side, not the strongest picks by the TyRanTs. Actually, they picked pretty weak civilizations here. Vikings, Franks, and Portuguese. They called RiuT because Aztecs pocket. I believe that's not important on this map. Who is pocket and who isn't. I think it's more important on Donut, Arabia, Dust. Why no DauT? I heard DauT is sick. So if this series continues, no Socotra and Donut.
So do you feel like if this would be a decisive game in the playoffs, TyRanT would go for differences?
Good question. Tough to answer. I think no. No, I don't think so. I think they will try their best when it comes to gameplay and when it comes to civ picks, but I think they won't show any new strategies. Who's the TyRanT sponsor? A guy from Dubai. Thought he was called Hassan, right? Think so. Slam no longer TyRanT. He's still TyRanT. He's just teaming up with another team for this tournament. Okay, then try number 2 and the last try for B-Tried. We have Liereyy playing the bridge now in the pocket position. Right hand side of him is Mr. MBL, and we have Hearttt playing the left hand side player. TaToH is playing the Portuguese. We have Viper the pocket position with the Franks, so gonna love that, and Jordan Vikings. Oh, this looks like a pretty wallable map again. If they get the good walls in, with me again will be Mr. Shine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So, for everyone who doesn't know this map, we have some extra goats at the outside, something you can collect, and you don't have any stone, I believe, on this map. You only have 1 gold spot, but if you like more gold, you can just go to the east or the west, protected by some lions, and get some more. And if you like to have some more food, you could go to the top, get some elephants, or to the bottom. But we haven't never seen that, really done by anyone.
It looks funny, but I figured no one ever bothers to do it, right? Go for those elephant hunts.
Maybe in an FFA.
That's too risky.
Yeah, I don't really see that coming either. Map is so gimmicky. Okay, do we see any lames? I believe this map is without elephants as well, so you kind of have to get goats and then go onto farms. Can't win without DauT. Tough to say.
No doubt.
Well, maybe they go for the Brazil strategy. See that the Viking player goes for a very early sling. Jordan, is he going for the early wall? Looks like it. Oh no, that's just a random house.
And then sling the Franks?
Oh,
okay.
We need to see if he gets... let's see. Okay, so Slav Hearttt, Britain's Liereyy. This will get so tricky for the TyRanTs. I feel like they have so much weaker civilizations. Franks, without bloodlines, if it goes to very long few late, it gets tricky. But Britain, with the +1 range is just ridiculous. Slavs, eco is just enormous on this map as well. Oh.
So what do you expect from AM?
Well, obviously archer into crossbowmen from Liereyy. Scouts into knight from Hearttt, and MBL can do a lot of different stuff. He can try to play 1-1 against Jordan. He can go for some M&A aggression. He can just wall and go monks.
Jordan's trying to wall already, by the way.
Yeah. Interesting fact that Liereyy is actually walling himself off Hearttt. What did he scout? Well, he sees the TC of Hearttt, and he has to know that that cannot be the best possible team wall, right?
Well, maybe he just doesn't like Slavs. Just to make sure there's no immigration going on.
Maybe. And honestly, like with that amount of food, maybe Liereyy just goes for crossbow FC. No, Pop 21, he will click up. Actually, like, this map wouldn't be too bad for playing fast castle, but the distance is so short on the other hand.
Gonna be interesting.
Okay, Jordan is continuing to war, no barracks out of him. And he is going up with a higher population here as well. TaToH not up that early, Hearttt. Huh.
Yeah, Viper and TaToH don't worry about walls at all so far.
Yeah. But as they should. TaToH again with a lot of villagers on wood here. Going for archers. And pulling everything away from his farms as well.
MBL seems to be going archers.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. And where will Liereyy build his archer ranges? Huh. Holding the outside. This is the plan of the EM guys. Stable now coming out from Hearttt. And TaToH going for the barracks. We're expecting... Oh, Viper with 3 villagers around here. It's more than we normally see.
Just going scouts quickly.
Well, but how big is the difference of 2 villagers to 3 villagers? To be like 8 seconds or something difference?
Probably not decisive here, but
It should be 50 seconds with 1 villager, 40 seconds with 2. Yeah, something like that. Maybe only like 7 seconds, maybe. Okay, TaToH going double archery range. Nothing too special here. Liereyy going double archery range. So that's all exactly what we expected.
okay, MBL
And yeah, Jordan is slinging.
MBL seems to be going for fast castle, but not really. Not sure what he's doing, actually.
Market? Oh, maybe
now
he's
doing a
slinging.
market. Maybe he's slinging too. No.
And
Black Swiss now. So he'll probably buy himself to castle.
okay. Well, that will get tricky for Jordan. Headset player, FC.
Yeah, and if he goes monks, even a slinged Viper won't do much, right?
Yeah.
At least not easily.
And what is this tower of TaToH?
That's really weird. Seems like a big overreaction. I mean, so far he's only facing scouts.
Ay. Well, this is a likely area that he will get attacked there,
Yeah,
but...
well, I mean, now archers of Liereyy are coming, so maybe it's not even that bad.
Okay, let's go into the team view of the TyRanT. Coinage is coming from... Yeah, they didn't even see Liereyy at all. Look at how poor the team scouting in general is.
Yeah.
They didn't see anything. Like, some of MBL did never scout Hearttt, did never scout Liereyy. They didn't even know who was pocket, who was flank.
Jordan getting coinage now, so it is the sling you kind of predicted early on.
Yeah, second stable here from the Viper. So he will go for Mass Knights. TaToH trying to get some more walls up. Fletching for him. Liereyy already has fletching. And the slingers to TaToH.
What?
Jordan paid 200 gold to TaToH.
Okay.
And now food to Viper. Hallelujah.
Maybe it was a misclick?
Well, maybe
Because
Viper
TaToH
had
has
enough.
lots of gold.
Yeah, maybe Viper had enough. But let's take a look. Well, he now has 200 gold. So maybe he didn't have any before
And he has
that.
archers queued, so I don't know. Now you paid him stone for a tower. That does make sense.
Okay, villagers need to get micro. Jordan actually, TaToH doing a good job of not losing a single villager here.
Yeah, nice defense.
Pretty-
Viper can
pretty
click up
well
now.
done. Okay.
Had a lot
Every
of
else
golds.
push will just be so deadly. Jordan going for 1 layer of stone wall, but that's only 900 HP.
And Hearttt has a pretty nice eco running already. Like Slav farm bonus really helps here. He's not far away from clicking up.
Are you kidding me? Wow, 500 food, 160 gold for him. And MBL, I think he should just go through the middle. And just pressure the Viper. And Jordan maybe at the same time, while he can decide where he wants to go to. Wow, getting super
Ah,
tricky.
no, he's building some monasteries in Lierey's base.
Oh, so they are going for the triple tech. Well, that's actually good for the TyRanTs, right?
Ah, I
If
don't know.
Jordan is not
Like,
getting touched, a single mangonel is so good against the
Yeah,
guy
that's true,
who
that's
is
true.
trying to sling.
But on the other hand, Viper might even struggle, even being slinked if there's enough monks behind. We'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's so true. Okay, let's take a look at TaToH's resources. He maybe, oh god, 100 food for him. This amount of gold, wood, I mean. Oh, this is getting tricky. I believe they need to get archers up as well. Oh,
Yeah, TaToH did a nice
TaToH.
defense, but he still took a lot of damage, like eco damage.
Yeah. Rushing out of the house. Hard bloodlines now, trying to come in here. Viper, what can he really do? He's going to the wrong side. TaToH is trying to take the hill advantage. Wow.
Oh,
Pikeman by
Siege
MBL.
Workshop by MBL.
Yeah, well, at least the Viper sees that.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't give him
And
more
yeah,
resources.
I agree. A mangonel on the other side would just create so many problems for Jordan. But oh well. They just want to push together, I guess.
And MBL just going for pikemen. So good as well. Can just produce them to the middle as well. Viper trying to buy his team some time. I believe
And
they need a
TaToH just
siege
picked up.
workshop or something. Yeah, okay, let's go. Liereyy as well. But that will get tricky. Like, Liereyy, Britain's range is just redonkulous there. Is Viper focusing down the Magno? No, he's not. Actually, not losing a single scout? How did that happen? Oh, this is getting so intense, Shine. How do you predict what will we see the next 3-4 minutes?
For a sec, I expected Viper to try to take an early engagement, but because MBA went pikes, he couldn't really. I mean, he even went for the pike upgrade. It's just 5 of them, but still, he can't really fight before TaToH reaches Castle Age. But until then, MBL will probably have like 5 or 6 monks there, at least 4. And they're sitting on a hill with Mangonel.
Next monastery as well. Oh, I believe TaToH needs to go for Magnots as well.
Yeah, maybe. And it's just so tough. Viper needs to gather a lot more, but even then. I mean, he has like 20 army already.
But TaToH will leave,
Three of
even
them are
lose his
scouts.
tower. At the same time, the archer range is taking some damage. Oh, this is getting so tricky. TaToH, he's even queuing up an archer now. He wants to get crossbowmen out. Oh. Viper, is he taking this engagement against Liereyy just short before Castle Age?
That would be crucial.
Not going to
monks-
happen. Conversions are starting. TaToH's taking that hill back. Viper, I'm not sure. All getting so much damage there. Oh god, TaToH trying to run away from the mangonel shot. Liereyy doing so much damage from behind there. TaToH, luckily they have the hill advantage. That's a lot of knights too from the Viper. Some converts against the
nice
Mangonel.
one.
Number 1 is going down, and that was so big against TaToH. Oh yeah, this is looking tough for the TyRanT. Still so many crossbowmen from Liereyy out. The Mangonel is safe. Monks around as well. This looks very good for AM.
Wow, this looks great. Nice team play. All 3 of them mixing an army.
And
look
also
at Viper's
perfection.
pop. Viper has less pops than Hearttt.
God. Oh god, yeah. I see Liereyy with
Looks really tough. Next
37
workshop
military
coming.
here.
MBA really wants to push.
Oh. Well, this is just the Britons, and everyone is playing to perfection with their Civ. The Aztecs allowed to build monks, a Britons player to only go crossbowmen, a Slav player building the endless amount of farms. This is just like how those Civs are meant to be played.
Now TaToH going for Siege Workshop and Monastery, but I feel it's coming too late. We'll see. Maybe can do some magic.
Ay, 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 ay. TaToH losing the starting TC.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh,
And Viper can't fight?
30 villagers
many
for
monks.
TaToH. This will be 3-0, guys. Will be the win for AM. Oh god. Viper, well, that's still 6 monks out. Viper is trying to charge us down now from the hill. This will be the last engagement of the series. TaToH is trying to micro around here, eating big magma shots, actually dealing quite reasonably well. At the same time, Liereyy didn't take the losses. Viper lost everything. This is the GG. No kills there against the army. TaToH is completely out of this game. Pop 37 for him. GG, well played, congrats.
Wow.
Jordan, so polite. And what a clean sweep here.
And Liereyy top score in all 3 games, right?
Oh, potentially. Well, Arabia, yes.
Yeah.
And
Get top score of
Step.
China in game 1.
yeah, okay. Poof. AM. Are they the top favorites to take the whole tournament now? Oh, the semi-finals are best of 5. The grand finals are best of 7. So no more map bans there. This is going to be a tough one. And, well, this means AM is advancing. TyRanT still have 2 shots to still go to the playoffs and revenge. To get revenge. And next we will see CNA against Snaps in an elimination match. Whoever loses that is out of this tournament as well. Interview AM, I will ask them. Jump into TyRanT TeamSpeak, I will never do that after they lose. Unless they show a lot of interest and open-mindedness towards that. So, Shine, how impressed are you of AM?
Well, did quite okay.
Oh, 1 big engagement. Look, that's something we don't see too often. That everyone had the big engagement at the same time. Look at that. Not hard, not Jordan. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Really, really nice tactic. Seems like they really did their homework.
And I'll message MBL. No, everyone is. I will message Hearttt. Interview? Question mark. Happy smiley. Otherwise, guys, we will have like a very small break, and then we will cast Naps against CNA. Shine, do you want to cast that as well?
Yeah, at least I can start. It doesn't take too long.
Yeah, it shouldn't, especially because it's Rex. It is pretty uncomplicated most of the time. Is our scout? Okay, Hearttt is open for it. I don't care. Can be you, can be all of you. And then I will just quickly jump into that and we'll be back for you, Shine.
Great.
Okay, Memp is getting the Rex, guys, and I am joining them in their TeamSpeak. Congrats, guys!
Hey, thank you. Thanks.
So, just speaking about how we started this series, there was a lot of discussion. Are you the strongest team? Are they the strongest team? Before the series, what did you feel, guys?
Personally, I was always very confident on my team. Like, I know how we've been performing against not only TyRanT but also like we have done practice games against other top teams for BoA, and we had very good results. So, like very good results. So I know I think we all 3 of us, well 4 of us if you include Nicov, we went into every series being very confident. Like we knew we have what it takes to beat everyone. So we were never really afraid of anyone. We just like I don't know. I think our team attitude towards every game is like, yeah, let's go, let's wreck them. You know,
Let's
like
go.
we're never scared, we're never afraid. I don't know. We like to step up to the challenge.
Yeah, felt like it. So, first question, why didn't Nicov play today?
FP problems.
Still.
We're
Sick.
usually our plan is to have someone playing for each map. And Nico could take step and stuff like that. Beach fight,
Okay.
for example.
Yeah, there's maps in
Then-
which Nicov is better than other players in our team, so he would switch in. And yeah, but he can't.
So far,
Okay.
it's been
We
okay.
don't really have
though.
an option. It's gonna be all three of us until Nico fixes his stuff.
Okay. What do you think about DauT not playing? Does it weaken TyRanT?
I think so. I mean, DauT's definitely a solid player. I think is we have a certain playstyle. Like we always put aggression. We always make someone have to. I'm not sure if panic, but always be under pressure. So I know the only, well, at least we think that their only player who can handle it properly is probably Viper. So
Okay.
I don't know. Even I mean, DauT is a great player, so I think he is definitely slightly better than TaToH or Jordan. So, but yeah, I don't know
Okay.
why he didn't play. No idea.
I think he didn't feel well. He was in TeamSpeak with them, but yeah. Okay, now you're the first one through. Do you think 2 weeks off, is that no problem for you? Do you think you're getting out of the rhythm? What are your
No, we can
thoughts about
still-
that?
We can still play practice games.
Yeah, it's not really a problem.
Okay.
I mean, sure, you don't get to experience the tournament feeling, but you can always play practice games against other top teams. So I don't think like everyone's practicing anyway, so shape shouldn't be a problem for next series.
Yeah. Okay. So you're now going into the semifinals. Do you think you're the big favorite to take the tournament now?
Personally, I think it's gonna be between us and TyRanT, like judging by drafts and also how they've been playing. So, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's like I think it's a knockout stage. Like, so if we lose, we're out. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and only best of 5, and you could face TyRanT in the semifinals as well.
Yeah. So it's like one bad day and you're out basically. So it's gonna be. I don't know. It's hard to say like we're the favorites there because it's just one day. You know, one bad series and you're out. So.
Okay.
I said, I don't know, could go either way, but I'm still confident in my team as always. So.
Okay. Looking back at the draft overall, did you think you had the better draft or the weaker draft, or was it even?
The thing is, people usually look at the draft and they're like, oh, Indians, oh, Berbers, oh, Burmese, you know, they start to freak out because they're super strong 1v1s, you know. But I think we draft differently than our teams. And it's worked out great for now for us. So yeah, I don't think we had the worst draft. In fact, I think, like I said, for the Steppe game, I think we had better sieves than the other 2 games. So.
Well, I think you had amazing sieves for Beach Fight as well. Like
Yeah, I think we
Britons and Slavs? I believe
really
they are
good
the 2
sieves
strongest
for-
sieves. Yeah.
We planned
Aztecs
it.
is also
We planned it
very-
really well, like what to use. Yeah, also had really good save setup for not so cold drive we were about to lose. So
Yeah.
for all the games we were actually really
Okay.
fine.
You
really
guys-
prepare very well when it comes to draft.
Yeah, okay. You played 100%, right?
Yeah,
Like you
sure.
weren't trying to hide anything.
We don't have anything to
I
hide.
think there's nothing to hide in this map.
I didn't
Doesn't
play
really.
100% today,
It's
but
just
that wasn't
full
that wasn't
aggression most of the
purpose.
game, so.
You can like I think you can plan to sling someone and stuff like that, but
shouldn't
you know
work.
the games
Perhaps.
can go like there can always something. There's always something that can go wrong. So we always have a plan for maps. Sometimes we change it. Maybe we change something during these games. Maybe we didn't. But at the end of the day, like when the game is being played, there's always mistakes. Maybe your map isn't great and you can't do the strategy you planned and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. We played our best. Like we're not trying to hide anything.
Okay, sweet stuff. Then I wish you the best of luck. Obviously now 2 weeks break, and Then who do you want to face in the semifinals?
I don't care. I honestly feel very confident against anyone. I mean,
I don't want to
think-
meet SY because of lag, but I want to meet Finland because of the smoothness of the games, or TyRanT, it doesn't matter for me.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I'd rather have a finals against TyRanT because I think that's better for the game. It will be it will be so hyped up, you know. But yeah, I don't really care who we face.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Good luck, and hopefully we will have another interview in 3 and in 4 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Have a fun time casting naps.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Good
have
one,
fun.
Neely. Good work, and see you later.
See ya. Enjoy.
Bye.
Yeah.